Let's get right out to 7's Olivia Michael live on the scene with what we know right now. Olivia.
Yeah, Maka, Brandon, we know that police are calling this a complicated situation. This is on Cambridge Street, a busy street in Beacon Hill, especially during rush hour traffic. And as you can see, it's taped off. Hundreds of nurses and clinicians here outside Brigham and Women's Hospital. It's gotten to the point now that Francis Street is completely blocked to traffic. Juliana, now that the sun is up, you can really see just how extensive the damage is left behind from this massive fire. All that's left of this building is really just a couple of walls. Not to brag, but I think I have the best seat in the house. Just so you know, it's warm in here. There's actually a heater. My friend Keith here has been working hard since 2 a.m. plowing Central Plaza here off of Main Street in Haverhill. We've talked about how this area could see 50-mile-per-hour winds when that high tide happens. So Plymouth preparing not just for up to 9 or 10 inches of snow, but also potential flooding. Amanda, residents in this community shocked to wake up and find this restaurant absolutely scorched. You can see the windows are boarded up here, and there's glass littering the sidewalk. Here in Scituate, a little bit more than 2,000 customers still without power in the dark. And you can see why. Take a look at this tree that was just ripped out of the ground. Amaka, this pile of belongings is all that victims of the fire have left after they say they were allowed to go back into their homes and salvage what they could. This is really an all-hands-on-deck effort. Take a look at this. Crews from across the area have come to help. We've got a crew here from Weymouth. In front of them, we have a crew from Randolph. And up front is Milton. Brandon and Amaka, both sides just wrapped up their opening statements. It took 2 weeks to find and seat a jury. Now all eyes will be on this courthouse in Dedham. Yeah, that wet and windy weather impacting people's travel plans. As you mentioned, the FAA issuing a ground stop here at Logan because of those windy conditions. Protesters here refusing to leave campus despite the university's no trespass order. This comes after 2 failed meetings between school leaders and protesters. All right, so Brandon, Juliana, I have a very special guest here, the big man himself, Santa. Is there a message you want to give everybody?
Yeah, I wish everybody a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year. So, ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Backups continue on 93. Here's Olivia.
Yeah, Maka, we've been keeping an eye on this all day. The good news is that dump truck that broke down on 93 headed south into the city has been cleared. The bad news is you're still looking at about 40 minutes worth of residual delays all the way back up into Stoneham. So something to be mindful of if you're headed into the city. Giving you a bird's eye view from our chopper in Billerica on Route 3 headed north. Yeah, that's right. The driver plowed through a gas pump, creating a fiery explosion. Now all that's left is this hole in the ground. Shocking video shows the moment a car goes barreling through a gas pump in Roslindale.
I was called by my son that the gas station was on fire, and that's when I got here in 5 minutes.
The gas station owner, who asked not to be on camera, says it was a first.
Never. In 43 years I've been here, never.
Within seconds, an employee jumps into action with an extinguisher. The station's fire suppression system then engulfs the scene in a cloud of white powder.
Never something like this, never. You just see this in movies, that's it.
But this is no stunt double. The driver comes to a stop after crashing into other parked cars before she gets out.
So a big mess. It was a big mess out there.
The owner is grateful her employees were not hurt, but the accident now putting a pause on her pumps.
Oh, just wait. That's all we can do.
And we're told the driver in this incident was not hurt. Live in Roslindale, Olivia Michael, 7 News.
A Cambridge-based photographer taking snapshots of strangers. She's on a mission to photograph 8,000 people. Olivia is live in the newsroom with more.
Juliana, that photographer says he actually found inspiration for the Picture Perfect project from his morning commute. In a sea of faces, Gregory Scott Katsoulis finds inspiration.
When I first moved to the city, I was taking the T in every day to go to my job, and I was just fascinated by there's so many people, and every single person has a unique and interesting story.
He's on a mission to photograph 8,000 faces.
8,000 faces on Instagram.
Wow. Okay. It started with a goal of 1,000.
And then during the pandemic, I thought to myself, I would give anything to go out and photograph again.
And eventually, he did. each face remaining anonymous. A few months ago in Harvard Square, his camera capturing more than a photo.
He's in a wheelchair, and he calls me over, and he doesn't speak well, but it's clear to me he wants me to take the photo, and I ask if that's what he wants, and he agrees, and I take his photo.
A memory that'll live on forever.
And the next time I go out, I see his wheelchair, and it's in his spot, and there's a memorial to him because he's passed away. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to bring you all together.
Through his lens, Gregory hopes people find empathy and something else.
I would love for people to be scrolling through and see their photo, but see themselves as they see others first.
Now, although most of his photos were taken near Boston, Kasoulis has taken other photos in Maine and even outside of the country for his project. Back to you.